Meteorologist Carl Lam, and it is going to be a cloudy afternoon across the Denver metro area, and we're starting to see the cloud cover just kind of filter in and just kind of settle into place. So it's certainly not as sunny as it was earlier today, but at least the temperatures are staying well above average. I mean, we're looking at about 10 to 11 degrees above average for the highs. So that is certainly something that we want you to be aware of, because it is going to feel kind of like October, November, perhaps across the region. But let's show you what it looks like out there. Lookout Mountain, and well, it's really calm out there right now. No major issues to tell you about at this point. Let's show you another look at what's going on over Denver. Again, you do see some sunshine breaking through. It's not completely overcast, but the cloud cover has definitely started to filter in at this point. And as we take a look at Buena Vista, it is picturesque. Very nice out there as well at this point, all things considered. Now, as we walk you through what to expect, temperatures at 46 degrees right now. There's a little bit of a breeze, so it does feel like the lower 40s across the region, but all in all, not all that bad at this point. But we do have temperatures that are going to get even warmer, so we'll cover that in the 7-day forecast in just a little bit. But really, the headlines here are the chances for mountain snow just continuing to increase as we go through tonight, tomorrow, and into Saturday. And I think the weekend is really going to be kind of the pick here, because we have temperatures getting up into the mid 50s for Saturday and even the low 60s for Sunday in some spots, especially southeastern portions of the state. So we're definitely going to be keeping an eye on that. And then it's colder as we go into next week. It's not unbearably cold. I would say it's just closer to where we should be for this time of year. In terms of those temperatures. Now, let's show you what we're talking about right now. Temperatures, you know, the cloud cover is kind of maybe stunted how warm it'll get as we go through the rest of the day, putting a little bit of a cap on it. 46 at DIA, 46 in Colorado Springs, and 48 in Lyman. And up towards Kremling, Leadville, Nederland, Eagle, you're generally in the low to even mid 30s in some spots. And where we've seen some of the snow so far today, Grand Junction, Telluride, Gunnison, temperatures there favoring snow accumulating and sticking on many surfaces too. But generally, it's still been a pretty mild day out there. And in terms of what we're dealing with, we have this winter weather advisory. This is in place for areas up towards Steamboat Springs. We're expecting 5 to 10 inches of snow here. The wind is really what's going to make it difficult if you're trying to get to Steamboat Springs, so certainly keep that in mind. That visibility will be an issue with those gusts up to about 35 miles per hour, making, again, that travel quite difficult in those particularly intense pockets of snow that will move on through. Now, here's live radar showing us it's really just pretty quiet across most of the state at this point. The snow has started to fizzle out in some spots too, but again, we're taking a look at areas in the southeastern portion of the state. That's where we still have some sunshine, but it's starting to kind of fade away. Eastern Plains really also getting in on some of that sunshine. But let's show you a little closer to home what we're dealing with. It's clouding over again. And so you notice as you're up towards Arvada and Lakewood, over towards Aurora, and over towards Littleton too, it's still a pretty cloudy day as we go through our Thursday here, but we do get some improvements. Let's show you satellite and radar a little further west, so this takes you up toward Telluride, Gunnison as well. The snow has started to fade away there, so it's now just a few light snow showers, not nearly as intense as what you saw when you joined us at 11 o'clock this morning. So current wind gusts, a little bit of a breeze starting to sneak in for areas around Denver where the winds are starting to pick up a little bit, funneling in, but all in all, not too gusty out there, but certainly if you're headed up to the mountains, that's where those wind gusts will start to pick up. Now, what is in store for wind gusts as we go into the rest of the day? Well, certainly the wind gusts will start to kind of back off a little bit as we go into tonight, but as we go into the day tomorrow, certainly the potential for those wind gusts to get back closer to about the 40-50 mile per hour range can't be ruled out here, as you see for areas like Nederland and Idaho Springs. So we're watching that as well. You'll notice the winds around Denver do start to pick up just a little bit, but I would not expect those gusts to be super intense. Now here's Futurecast as we kind of give you the look around the state. Temperatures, will just be too warm for any snow to fall here in the Denver metro area, but out towards Grand Junction, Aspen, over towards Frisco and Vail, that's where some of that snow has a better possibility of just sticking and making a difference for those skiers out there. Telluride, you'll have some of that snow as we go into tonight. That'll put a fresh layer of powder down. And then Steamboat Springs, where that winter weather advisory is in place as well, that will also be beneficial snow for you. Now, as we go into the early morning hours of Friday, the snow starts to taper off, and then we're just awaiting the next round as we go toward Friday in the late morning into the afternoon, where this is another wave of snow that'll work its way through. It will make I-70 a bit slick as you head further west from areas out toward Grand Junction, so just keep that in mind. If your travels take you in that direction, just plan for extra time because it will be quite slick no matter what. I mean, just a little bit, that's all it takes to grease up the roads. Now, as we take you into Friday, again, the snow concentrated up in high country, and we'll kind of work through this. And then by Saturday, we still have some snow possible. It's just not going to be as intense, I would say, as what you could expect on Friday. So that's certainly the look at what to expect at this point for that general area. We take you all the way until about early Sunday morning. How much could you expect? I would say most snowfall accumulations around 6 to 8 inches for areas like Breckenridge, Leadville, Rocky Mountain National Park, but up towards Steamboat you could pick up a little more there, getting closer to a foot, but I would certainly imagine that others would like some more snow, but this is all we can really muster up at this point. Now, we'll take you a little closer to home and show you what to expect. Again, Denver's going to just remain cloudy as we go through the rest of the day here, and pretty much, I mean, it's just going to stay like that, and no major changes on the way. We don't really clear things out super well tonight. We'll clear it out a little bit, but all in all, it's still going to be a rather cloudy evening to start, and then some more cloud cover starts to funnel in. So I would say it's partly cloudy tonight, and then again some of that snow tries to work its way, and we may get a few wet flurries and a few rain showers for areas close to Denver as you kind of head down in elevation. I would say below 6,000 feet you might get some of that, but all in all I do suspect that this is going to be a mainly dry stretch for us here in the urban corridor. So temperatures for today, tomorrow, and Saturday will head up into the low to mid 50s, and then we do start to turn up the heat a little bit, shall we say, for Sunday, with temperatures getting up into the low 60s. I think areas further south could even just comfortably get into the low 60s, but then I would call Monday our pivot day here, where some of that colder air starts to push in. And it's really the transition between that warmer, milder air and more seasonal air, where we are expecting daytime highs to be closer to the low 40s. Well, we'll get there as we go into Tuesday and Wednesday. And I would say for New Year's Eve right now, it does look like temperatures will be generally in the upper 20s to low 30s for the ball drop. But again, we're going to keep fine-tuning that forecast as we go closer to the end of the year. And again, it does look like a cooler start to 2025. But all things considered, again, it's just cooler than what we've been dealing with. This is not unbearable cold that's headed our way into Denver. So that's a look at your forecast. We'll have more coming up on 9 News at 3.